You mean like shorthand?
Right.
Excuse me, Jane. Bio J.
Excuse me.
Well, then all I have to do is learn it.
A shingle and a shimmy with a squeeze. Life preservers with a hot top.
Wrecked hen fruit with sidearms and a cup of mud.
One from the Alps with yellow paint. I'll take a first lady with Irish Terrier.
Oops.
A shimmy and a shingle with a squeeze. Life preservers with a hot top.
Wrecked hen fruit with sidearms and a cup of mud.
Ah, I get it. A shingle and a shimmy with a squeeze. Toast with jelly and orange juice. Wrecked hen fruit, scrambled eggs. Sidearms are salt and pepper. Life preservers are donuts. And a hot top, hot chocolate. Yeah! A splash of red noise, cup of tomato soup. Cowboy on a raft, Western omelet on toast. Hounds on an island, Franks on beans. 3 items from today's lunch menu. And now, here are 3 items that should be on your reading menu. But you don't have to take my word for it.
Hi there, I'm Sarah, and I love a good mystery. Most kids do. Here's one for you. It's called Anteater Loves a Mystery. Anteater loves to sit at home and read mystery stories. She makes everything in her real life into a mystery that she has to solve. For example, in one of the chapters, Anteater loses her bag on the train, and she thinks that someone has stolen it. Anteater decides to become a detective and find out who has stolen her suitcase. The conclusion to that story is a real surprise, and it involves popcorn. This is a really funny book, and there's no mystery about where to find it. Just investigate your public library.
Hi, my name is Kaya. Do you know what a collective noun is? I didn't until I read this book. A cache of jewels and other collective nouns. A collective noun is one word for a whole lot of things, like a school of fish and an army of ants. Some of these nouns are more unusual than others, like a muster of peacocks, a parcel of penguins, a cluster of grapes. The pictures are very colorful. The best part of the book is the picture of the coven of witches. This book has a beautiful sense of words and rhythm. I enjoyed it. You will too.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Meshach Watson, and I am your chef for today. I just made a recipe from Step by Step Kids Cookbook. This book is filled with great recipes. They look delicious and have really comical names, like banana dogs, pickle pops, and veggies with dilly dip. I made caramel cereal pops. It was a lot of fun making my caramel pops, but the best part was tasting it.
Oh, Jane, listen, this has been great. I mean, I came in here for lunch, and now I can speak a whole new language, Dinerese.
LeVar, I'm sorry, we forgot all about your lunch. I'll get you a menu, okay?
No, wait, I don't need one.
No?
I know exactly what I want.
Okay.
I'll have a lead pipe on a board, pin a rose on it, plus a monkey dish of baled hay and a side of brown bellies.
Coming right up.
This is gonna be great. I'm so hungry. Jane,
LeVar,
what is this?
this is what you ordered for lunch.
No. I ordered a turkey sandwich with tomato with a dish of coleslaw and a side order of baked beans.
No, you ordered a spaghetti sandwich with onions, a dish of shredded wheat, and a side of raisins. I'll take it back.
No. This is what I ordered. This is what I'll have.
Okay.
Sometimes you really do have to eat your words. I'll see you next time.
Kid. I think I'm a detective.
Yes, I thought we'd start a little bit early today. Just a couple of minutes in. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Butter Zone. I am all on my lonesome today. Others were unfortunately occupied, but that's fine. We all have lives. I thought I would serenade you tonight all on my lonesome, as sometimes I do, and we have a few things to talk about tonight. It's going to be, there's a few things been happening, a few things that are going on in the channel, but very things. Yes, the Kate Mulgrew, Mrs. Columbo. I think we're going to watch another. You're never alone. Oh, thank you, Cranky. Thank you very much. Yeah, the Mrs. Columbo thing. We watched an episode on the Discord the other week, and that was good. And I think we'll do another one. We'll do another one very soon. They're all on YouTube. If you want to watch them, they're all on YouTube. If you ever feel the need, but it is definitely something you should watch. Watch with someone else. You're always watching, always. Meanwhile, I'm trying something new tonight. I have had Guinness before. I do like Guinness, but I've got a Guinness coffee, cold brew coffee. This has been around for a little while, but I've never actually had one. But I thought, hey, why not? Let's try some of this. And this is like, beer lovers are going to be horrified, but this genuinely is the way you should serve Guinness, and you just drop it straight in. I had. Sorry, let me just finish getting this in the thing here. Hey, there it goes. And look at that. Look at the pour. Yeah. So I had some Brewdog equivalent. It was called, well, I can't remember what it's called now. Black Heart. and it's supposed to be Brewdog have been touting it as their, oh, this is better than Guinness. This is better than Guinness. It's amazing. It's so much more like this is the best. And it's like, no, it's not. It's not even. It doesn't even cream up like that. It's just sort of like a kind of watered down IPA. It was nice. It was okay. But to say it's better than Guinness is no. You ain't gonna do that. I'm sure there's a few Irish people of our community that will watch back on this and just kind of go, no, you can't do that. You cannot do that. You can't give it a I have not yet been to Ireland and had a Guinness yet. Although I would like to. I think that's something on the bucket list maybe. Seeing as plans are good to go abroad are probably not going to happen anytime soon, so I thought, well, why not a pina colada IPA? Wow. I think I've had something like that. I'm generally not a fan of the fruity IPAs. I do prefer more hoppy IPAs. I think there's like milkshake IPAs. I don't mind like milkshake stouts or chocolate stouts or caramel stouts, things like that. That's fine. That works well because you kind of got a kind of a deep texture to it anyway. But with the IPAs, I'm like a chocolate IPA or a milkshake IPA is better. But then pina colada might work. What's your favourite IPA, Cranky? Anyone in chat? What's your favourite beer? Let's talk beverages. Let's talk about anything. You'll learn when you're older, Trekkie. Don't worry. You'll get there. So yeah, I've got a few things happening with the channel as well. I thought I'd update you with is our monthly update. I think I did this last month as well. Came out saying, hey, what's happening and what's going to be happening. I want to talk a little bit about the charity show as well. Things we've got. I'd like to do a little bit of rundown on how we've been organising things and things like that. And then we're going to also play some more King of the Castle, which if you missed that one last time, it was a great lot of fun where you guys in chat can decide things on my kingdom and you can join. Everyone can join. You just play in chat. It's like similar to what we did in What the Dub, but much more interactive and very fun. So we'll play some of that later. So stick around for that. We'll do that when I run out of things to talk about. So the other thing I'm trying not to do, I'm trying not to go let's have a look what we're saying in chat. Vocation Araki. I'm not seeing the Vocation Araki. Basic with beer. Blue Moon. Blue Moon's nice. I like Blue Moon. Mixed drinks like a moon. Yeah, Long Island. I never had a Long Island iced tea. Never had like a cocktails. Phase, they're not IPAs. I mean, any kind of beer or any kind of drink. What is your beverage of choice? Even if you're teetotal and it's a soft fruity. I think when I was doing dry January, my favourite thing to have was definitely like pucker teas, like turmeric tea and chamomile tea. So, like I can drink lots of this. You can have one tea bag. I can keep topping it up and keep drinking it. Yeah, I've had a few cocktails. I've had I went on holiday, had a mojito once, and that was nice. It's just not something I know how quickly they can get me pissed, so I tend not to. Get a Long Island. I think get a Long Island iced tea is not something you can really do in the UK. Well, you probably can, but not as well as maybe in America. I don't know. Is that an American thing? Who knows? Stout, wheat beer, sours would be the top three. Oh, there's some lovely sours. I like the Siren sours. You can get them in like Morrison's or any of the shops. Phaser. They're very nice. There's another sour I had which was really, really nice as well. I've forgotten the name of it, but yes, I have to be in the mood for a sour. It definitely reminds me of more like a dry cider. Very kind of back of the throat sort of posh. Oh dear, oh dear. Hey damn, damn. I'm having a Guinness. Thank you. But definitely, I'm definitely a stout person. I've turned into a stout person within the last year and a half. I used to be typically just like ales and lagers, but now I definitely prefer it. Yeah, Siren's great. I've got a bookmark on my web browser for. I'll bring up later. I've got a bookmark on my web browser for Sirens. They do like a stout bundle. It's quite expensive though, so I've kind of not pushed the button on that yet. I think it's 12 cans for like 40 quid, which is a bit over what I want to pay for a beer. I'm sure it's really nice though, because I do like Siren stuff. It's really good. Got a nice whiskey. I don't mind a whiskey. I like whiskey. My wife got me into whiskies because she was always a drinker of them, and eventually I had a few and quite liked it. Yeah, welcome to the boozer zone. Yeah, we're far off from butter. What I was going to do tonight, if the others were here, if everyone else was here, is I really want to try, I think I mentioned this the other day, I really want to try one of those really crap Rustler's burgers. One of those really awful packaged crap microwave burgers, just because I don't know what they taste like. I just want to know, and I was going to eat one last week, but we are vegetarian for Lent at the moment, so we're not eating any meat. And so that's out the window. And I thought it'd be better if that's pain shared. And I also, while I'm eating, I need someone to talk. Otherwise, hear me sitting there going, wouldn't be very good. Oh, I am in no impression that it's going to be any good, but it will be humorous to have, and I just want to know. I just have to know. It's like kebabs. You have to kind of like, everyone gets kebabs, and what just have to be there? There's no meat in those. Yes, it's mostly just cardboard and newspaper clippings from the 1968 elections. Does the UK area really say browser as web browser? I think that's more a generational thing. Because I was there at the dawn of the internet, when you had like Netscape Navigator and Internet Explorer, so it was very much like, oh, it's a web browser. I'm going to log on, do my dial-up noises, go on and download an MP3 of Alanis Morissette at 3k a second. And then your mother picks up the phone and you're just like, oh my god, I was downloading that. Dial-up was great. My dad used to... When I used to go visit my dad, he used to be in the office next to me, next to where I slept. Not next to my office, I didn't have an office, we weren't that posh. Next to my bedroom, and then he used to say, night-night, and read me a story, and then turn my light off, and then he would go in next door and then dial in his office and do his work. And yeah, that was very much a kind of like falling asleep to the noise of the dial-up modem was something I quite lovingly remember. I have a floppy disk. I used a floppy disk not that long ago for my work. There was some files someone wanted recovering off a floppy disk, and I was just like, I think we have an old computer. It's like digging out an old computer, brushing the dust off, putting the disk in and going, oh my god, this is awful. How did we live like this? Yes, there is medication for that. We're rambling, full into a ramble. Love it. Okay, channel stuff. So hi Trek Time fans, you're out there. We know you're there. You're here. We've got a lot coming up. We've got a few changes coming as well. So Timelines Talks is this week, which is going to be me, Frank, and Otto, I think. Maybe, don't think Stars will be on. But it'll be the three of us talking about Timelines Talks and the future of it as well, because we're going to have some changes in that regards, because I've stopped playing Timelines. I have. I am not actively playing it at the moment. I think I finally got fed up. Well, no, I don't think it's a fed up thing. It's more that after the campaign, and I realised I wasn't doing any of the campaign, I was just like, well, why am I here? And I kind of did it on the sale, got my 10 ABCs, awesome beholds and sights, and kind of just went, well, that's kind of it. So I've put it down for a bit. I'm not going to say I've quit, because everyone quits and comes back. I'm saying I'm taking a break. I'll probably come back if they do a new feature or something like that, but For now, I've just stopped. That's fine. I'm happy with that decision. I haven't picked up the game in a few days now. Lasted longer than the last time I took a break, which was the equivalent of 1 day. I think it was like 1 or 2 days, and I went, I'm going to reinstall it. But yeah, the first event to try in 4 months. 9.2 comes out. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of things like that with the whole, WRG layoffs thing. The new community announcement, the lack of announcements, the crew coming out being, nothing's catching my eye, nothing's gotten me very excited, even like some new stuff I've seen in the pipeline that's coming up as well isn't quite getting me excited either. And yeah, I don't know, maybe if they do some Picard Season 3 characters, maybe there's Picard Season 3 Mega, and I can get some crew from that show, because that show is bloody awesome, so far anyway. But yeah, I think I'm taking a break. So how this relates to Timelines Talks, I'm still going to carry on doing Timelines Talks, but maybe not me. So here's what's probably going to happen. We've got a couple planned up on the show, and I'm going to carry on doing those ones, but effectively I'm going to be taking the keys and handing them over to Frank, because Frank has very kindly offered to do the streams, and probably do them at a more sociable hour for Americans. So probably 1, 2 in the morning my time, but it'll be actually evenings on the American time zone, which makes a lot more sense. I believe Otto's going to be joining him on that, and probably more big McLarge Huge, and any of the other sort of American cavalcade that want to come and join along. So we're still working on a few things. I've basically sent him all my files and all the programs I use to run this, and kind of gone, there you go, enjoy, here's some instructions. I think he's just kind of like flounders going, I got all this stuff. So he's got a few things to work out. He's got to work out if his system works. So hopefully we'll have, and I think he wants to do it a little bit more often as well. So I've kind of passed the ball, and I said, look, you want to do it? it, go and do it, and I'm happy with that. So yeah, no, then that is the unfortunate thing, Trekkie, is that, you know, being dead in the centre of a Wednesday, yeah, absolutely, it's not an ideal time. But I think because when we started the stream, it was me, Stars, and Auto, and at the time we were all European based. You know, Auto's now gone off to USA, and yeah, definitely he's more suited to doing that kind of show at that kind of time. And yeah, it's a change, and that kind of focuses me to do more fun things on Wednesdays and do other things and carry on doing the Treks and the Star Trek show and all the other stuff as well. So, you know, this is a change in pace. It makes more sense for sort of the Health of Timelines talks to do that kind of stuff, because I think we realised that what I pointed out the other day, like, I'm not playing, Stars isn't playing, and you're not playing. Like, what is Timelines talks even going to be at that point? So, like, yeah, no, this makes sense. So that's probably going to move. Not going to happen for a little while because we've still got a couple more shows, and yeah, I'm still going to do the shows and do all my usual stuff. So I can still objectively talk about the crew and the news that's happening and events and all the usual stuff, but we will move it on. I will say some more stuff on that once we know some more information as well, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Doesn't mean I'm going to struggle to fill out Wednesday stuff, because like we've got, you know, we've just finished Hidden Evil, but I don't want to do just games every week. We've got the Star Trek show as well, but there's not always a good plethora of Star Trek news, so it's about fun, filling in those like Wednesdays with fun things. Like we had fun with sub talks the other week, so maybe we'll do like more What the Dub, more things like that, Fashion Trek and stuff with Shy as well. Lots to go. I mean, if you guys have got any suggestions or you've got any feedback or things you want to do, let me know. We can have a chat and we can sort something out. Could be fun. The Sea of Thieves stream, yeah. That'll mostly be me following you, Cranky, and Dam, and Nifty just kind of going, and you're going to go, we're going to go raid this thing, we're going to do that. And I'm just being going, yeah, what do I shoot? Just point me, where do I go? No Man's Sky, yeah, No Man's Sky. I thought about doing a Stellaris stream, because there's a very good mod for Stellaris, which is Star Trek mod, and that could be very fun, and also a long one you could do over several weeks as well, so that could be quite fun. I want to put Star Trek Online back on a Wednesday as well, because we've got a good story there. Sea of Thieves Season 9 is best time to get in. I do want to play again. Now I've got my new toy, which I'll show you in a moment. Definitely want to do the WC this time now, because I'm feeling a bit better now. Nice, cool. So what else was I going to talk about? I was going to talk about the charity show. So yeah, charity shows is full underway. I'm very excited about this. I'm really hyped, because we've got probably the biggest lineup of fun people on. I think I've announced pretty much everyone that's coming on, of our special guests. Still waiting to hear from WRG if they're turning up. I think Ben said he was keen to do it, but I just sort of poked him recently to say, like, is this still happening? And I haven't heard anything yet. So we're still waiting on that, but we do have, so just tell the story behind a few bits of it as well. So I've been planning this for like months and months, and I'd say planning is more like thinking about it in my head than actually planning anything and actually putting things to paper, but thinking about what we can do for the charity show, and especially putting things like timelines to bed on it, you know, because obviously we started the first charity stream with basically 8 hours of pack pulling, which made sense at the time, and then last year we did a bit more variety stuff, and some pack pulling, and this year I think was definitely going to be 0 pack pulling, and I thought about putting something in there for token, you know, just like, oh, here's the Star Trek thing, but then at the end of the day I was a bit like, well, we've kind of moved away timelines, we're more into sort of general Star Trek, and it makes more sense, you know. Maybe if we do struggle, if WRG can't go on, maybe there'll be something in there, maybe a pack pull or something like that, and we can talk about the crew along the way. But so basically Twitter is the best friend I've ever had at this point. Won't somebody please think of the packs? Yeah, Twitter is like the best friend I've ever had at the moment, because there is a huge wealth of Star Trek connections I've made through there, including like other podcasts, and some of the showrunners and things like that. So I messaged, who's the first person I messaged? I messaged Aaron Waltke, who is the writer and producer of Star Trek Prodigy, as well as the brothers that also run it. I forget their names now. Who's that offered to put a lot of shins on? So that would be Frank. If it's something to do with shins on, it's either Skycap or Frank. Yeah, so I approached Aaron Waltke, and he was absolutely gung-ho about it, and then I thought, well, I'll approach Bonnie Gordon as well. Approached her, and I said, well, actually, you're both Prodigy. Why not do together? So it's a little bit of, and wow, if you think like trying to organise people on this stream is hard is actually trying to organise people in separate emails that do know each other but don't talk to each other, but then have to kind of go, can you make this time? If this person can make this time and you can make that time, good. What are we doing? We're going to meet there and then. So we're recording that on the 4th of April. So that's going to be pre-recorded because Bonnie couldn't make the show at the time because she's doing a convention somewhere. We should do something Marvel Snap related. Wouldn't that be great? I still do want to keep things Trek on this channel. As much as I do adore Marvel Snap, I really do. I think I saved that for the odd, like, hey, let's just do a fun stream and do some Marvel Snap. Oh god, I would really love it. It would be great. But yeah, I want to keep this Trek team. But no, Bonnie is great. Bonnie Gordon, if you don't know her, she's been involved in Trek and sort of genre television and things like that for a long time. If you've not seen her on the Clear Skies Star Trek Adventures series, and what was it called? Perseverance. There was another, I think it was a Geek and Sundry thing or something else. She's played a load of stuff. She's also been a great singer over time, been a voice actor for various things over lots of games and TV and stuff like that. They're great to have her. And Aaron Walkie, if you didn't see his previous production, which was Troll Hunter, I've not seen it. I'm actually keen to go and see it because Prodigy Season 1 was awesome. So I want to see where that kind of talent came from. So who else have we got? We've also got a Starships. I'm trying not to say Your brain just instantly just goes when you kind of hit a stop, don't you? Because this is what happens when I don't have auto just interrupting me all the time. So we've got Bill Krause, who designed the USS Titan A from Star Trek Picard. He also designed the USS Prodigy from the recent episode. Not USS Prodigy, USS Intrepid from the recent episode. No spoilers. Bill Krause is coming on. He is going to be having a conversation with Thomas Marone, who is the art director for Star Trek Online, has designed lots of the starships on Star Trek Online, including the Voyager B. And he's done the official model for the Enterprise F, although he wasn't the original designer, but he does all the model work. So attentive to detail. Have you ever seen any of the Star Trek Online models for the starships? It's pretty much a museum piece for how good they are, and I think to the point where the producers of Star Trek Picard went to him to say, we need a fleet of starships for Picard Season 2, Thomas and STO, can you please help me? And they went to them. Do people consider Star Trek Online canon? No, it is absolutely not canon. Zero canon. We could do... Actually, Trek Collectibles is not a bad shout. I might get you on there for that, Cranky. So, yeah, we've got Bill Krause, designer of... And Bill Krause has been a model designer for donkeys of years. He's been designing ships on commissions, and he's been doing, he put up some pictures the other day. If you've not followed his Twitter, go do, because it's a goldmine for starship reconstructions. He renovated a life-size TOS shuttle. Was absolutely amazing, and it looked really good. And he posted some production pictures of that, and they brought him on to say, like, we need some starships designed, and they took his TMP ships and reimagined them as more modern takes. And absolutely fantastic guy, and absolutely amazing model maker. Not just him and not just Thomas, but also, if the stars align, he's committed and said yes, but also Sean P. Torongo, who designed the Lunar class USS Titan, the winner of the Pocketbooks Titan Starship Design course back in 2004, I think it was, 2005, back when the Titan book series came out, which was, about the turn of millennium, after Nemesis. There was a series of books featuring the adventures of Captain Riker and Commander Troy, and a huge plethora of other casts as well, but they said we need a ship designed, so they put a competition out, people sent them on, and he was considered the winner. And we were very happy I was extremely happy when I saw Lower Decks, and there it is, Lunar class Titan canonized. And there was even some Lunar class starships in the Picard Season 2 fleet, and I may have been some in Season 3, I don't know. So so he's coming. He's hopefully coming on as well. I'm gonna have a little round table. I'm gonna geek out with them for like an hour while we talk about starships, because I think I'm gonna open with so the motion picture, right? That one glorious shot around the Enterprise. Did you love that as much as I did? And they're all gonna go no, probably. Mm-hmm. Absolutely shit porn talk. That kind of is my most exciting section, to be honest, because I'm a huge... I love looking at starships, and I think they're amazing. I was so happy about Picard Season 3. Again, no spoilers, but Starship Porn aplenty is absolutely brilliant. Who else we got coming on? I need to bring up my list now. So that's another section. We also have... Let me bring up my Trello board, because we've got quite a bit going on. So I'm erring all over the place. Ignore me, please. So yeah, Aaron Body interview. We've got the Bill Krause, Thomas Morone, Sean Peter Ongo. Yes, the P on that. The ship Orn talk. The Orn talk. The Orn talk. We've also got the Trexpert quiz. So if you guys had not seen Big go on... do you remember a few weeks back we did Captain Picard week for the Strange New Pod week? Their little activity, which was a great load of fun. We participated and had our conversation about Picard and Wesley. Well, Big, and Boot was on it. Big went on the Trexpert quiz section on that for a quiz against some other people from some of the other podcasts, and absolutely slayed them. Absolutely destroyed the competition. Which, Big, I'm proud of the man. He did very well, and he's a big quiz guy, so I had no doubt he would be of some competence. So I thought it's only fitting that I invited the guy that runs the Trexpert quiz, whose name I've forgotten. I'd have to look at my Discords because we have been messaging. I'm terrible with names. I apologise, mate, if you are watching. I'm so sorry. My names do escape me. But Trexpert quiz, they're going to come on and they're going to challenge all of us and Big at their Trex. So it's only fair you come on for us, since we embarrassed all the other podcasts with our applicants. And they were coming on to do some stuff. Come to do an hour's worth of a quiz for that as well. We've also got the other podcast coming on for a roundtable discussion. So I came up with this idea after the Captain Picard week. You've made it as a streamer, yeah. From the Captain Picard week festival we did, I kind of got me thinking, because it was a great little... having contact with those other podcasts is great, because we can all confer and talk about things, and it was really nice to sort of get in an environment where we're not kind of alone on our own, sort of making a podcast, just talking to other people. So I've been talking to Strange New Pod. So Julian from the Strange New Pod is coming on. We've also got Jesse from It's Got Trek. If you haven't listened to the It's Got Trek podcast, my God, go listen. They are the funniest podcast I've ever listened to. It is so good. They've recently been going through the Picard series, and it is, oh my gosh, I've had to stop at the side of the road to crease from laughing. It's so good. Definitely would fully recommend their podcast. It's Got Trek. It's really good. They've got such a nice rapport with each other as well. We've also got Rihanna from the Duras sisters as well coming on. So there will be Julian, Jesse, and Rihanna, all three of us coming. All four of us will be there to have a chat and talk about what it is to run a Star Trek podcast or a stream or a YouTube channel in this day and age, and our love of Trek and things like that. We're also going to have some table readings. I believe we owe quite a few of you some table readings, some script readings. So we'll be doing some community requests, which I'm going to put out. And yeah, we're going to be having a couple of those. We'll be having a pros versus cons. So that'll be Frank versus Big. I haven't decided the topic yet. That's definitely going to be a section in there. Sorry, guys. We've also got Star Trek Adventures. We're going to be doing another one. We're not doing Chaotica again. It's going to be a different theme, which I'm not going to reveal just yet. But me and Stars have been talking about that today, and I've got some work to do to make it into... make it quite attractive, but it is going to be fun, and it is, I'll say it's going to be holodeck related, but I won't tell you what it's going to be. Nifty's going to be involved too, so Nifty's coming on for that. Deal with Dill or Shins on, yeah. But I'm also really happy because we know. Oh yeah, we'll finish with that. That all isn't necessarily in order. I have got an order sorted out, which I will reveal at some point once I've just got a few more things just to iron out. And then we've got some What the Dub, which we're going to finish with What the Dub finale, which, we'll invite everyone back to come and join in if they want to play with that. And then we'll finish. And it's going to be running for probably about 8-9 hours. I'm really happy that we are going to be supporting the International Rescue Foundation. International Rescue Committee. Bearing in mind, I think last year we toyed with the idea of supporting Ukraine, because that was just about the same time as all that kicked off there. But at that point, we had already chosen our charity. We didn't really want to go back on our word on things and suddenly switch, although it would have made sense at the time. we didn't. But in this occasion, picking the International Rescue Committee, who are doing a lot of work with especially the disasters that recently happened in Syria and Turkey, makes a lot of sense, and it's great. And it goes there, you guys picked it, you guys voted on between the different ones. I think it was very close between that, the Trevor Foundation, and the rainforest one as well. So it was close. Cranky! Hey, Boota, well done. You can now get in the sub channels. Very nice. Make sure you link your Discord to Twitch. Thank you, Cranky. Thank you for gifting. So that's the charity show. I'm really hyped. It's going to be good fun. I'm surprised the Trevor Project didn't win. It was looking like it for a while. It was very close, and I would have been happy, either way. So we like to support all the causes here. No discrimination. Maybe next year, because I think we've put the Trevor Project in the polls last couple of years, and it's nearly come through every time. So maybe next year we'll put it back in, and it'll get a win. But we'll see. It's good that we have the option now to support lots of different charities. So yeah, that's the charity show. There's going to be lots coming on. You can tell me how to do that offline. Discord. You just go to user settings, connections, and then there'll be one in there to link to Twitch. All done. That's easy. It's that easy. You too can link your sub. Hey, Cranky! Phaser! Wow. Whose money bags? Did you get paid? He's trying to start a hype train. And what good day to do it? Yes. One way to use it. I should sub really. I'm not actually subbed. I'm automatically subbed because I run the channel. I wish I could sub to it, but I can't. Trying to think what else we've got going on. So we've got this charity show coming up. The new Timelines Talks, we're effectively probably going to be calling Timelines Talks The Next Generation. You should ask Lammy Nevercheck. Yeah, I think that was an option. It's I've kind of only targeted the people I can DM on Twitter at the moment, so that's been quite good. Because I think other people you have to go through other connections. Thomas Morone was a trickier one to get hold of because I had to go through the community manager for Star Trek Online. I'd love to have Twitter. Twitter is what it is. If you take all the Elon Musk stuff, Star Trek Twitter community is actually really good. There's a lot of good vibes on there, and there's a lot of funny comments and memery going on. It's a good vibe. But yeah, there's also the Mastodon community as well. Not quite as active, and you have to kind of go where it's active. We've got another pros and cons coming up as well, which is Walt and Low Cost Monkey. That'll be coming up as well, and we're starting. I'm very excited for this. So the next Timelines Talks, Trek Time Plays Games. I still say it. TT Plays Games is going to be on Klingon Honor Guard, which, if you don't remember, it is from. If you've probably never heard of it. It's an old Unreal Engine game from the late 90s or mid. Actually, I think it's 96, so it's probably mid 90s. I'm very excited because I did play that in my youth, and it is basically be a Klingon simulator, and it's very good. What about Klingon Academy? Maybe if I can get my joystick to work properly with it. One of the things I also want to do is I want to do book report. That's one of the things I'm struggling to find time to do at the moment as well. I want to be able to read through and discuss with some other people about the Star Trek books. But that's one of those things I need to find the time to read an entire book, or at least several chapters, and then do the review and do some other stuff on it, and then get everyone together and get crib notes on. And that's another production I don't quite have time for at the moment. So yeah. There is that coming up. So Pina Colada IPI. Hey, name, you made it. See, I told you I'd wait for you to come back from shopping. I told you. How was your shop? By the way, for those who watched our Star Trek section, I always said I was going to have a chat first before we start the King of the Castle. For those that watched the last Star Trek show, or Trek show, I still haven't decided a name on that properly. We did the Exploring the Star Trek Fact Files. I wonder how much of you guys liked that, because I want to look at more of it with people. It is a bit dry. It's kind of like looking through Memory Alpha, but it'd be interesting to see what we can do with that format, because it is fun with these different topics each week, and each time it's slightly different. It's not set, so I would like to do more of that, because I really, Star Trek Fact Files is a huge bit of my Star Trek youth. As sad as it is to say, going down to the corner shop every week with my £2 my mother used to give me is like, can I have my copy of the Star Trek Fact Files, please? And the guy just throw it to me, just going, nerd. Well, not exactly. Mrs. Doubtfire in French. Man, I would watch Mrs. Doubtfire in French. That would be a wild ride. I started watching Hot Shots yesterday. That's a good film. That's stupidly funny. But yeah, so just to reiterate, this is a Picard Season 3 safe zone. We will not be talking about Picard Season 3, so if you're wondering, I can't join this Trek stream because there's going to be spoilers, I will spoil nothing for it, but you should be watching. Absolutely should be watching. Yeah. What else have we got to talk about? I'm enjoying this beer. It's actually very, very nice. And a lovely, since this is the Butter Zone, I've definitely... The only spoiler, yeah, some of the starships have some spoilers. There you go. Slick line. I very much am enjoying the concept. I made some bread the other day. It was a bit of a failure. I often do make bread, so sometimes they fail. I make quite a bit of bread, and it's fine. A lot of the times they come out nice loaf, nice crunchy loaf, and this one was a bit of failure. Too wet, churning away, came out more like a cake. But I tell you what, you toast that and you put a lot of butter on it. Yeah, I had that for breakfast this morning. It's like I eat one slice and I was just like, I'm going to have another. It's so good. Homemade bread's great. It's not that hard to make. It's the one thing, is the weird thing about making two things I've discovered lately is making pasta and making bread are actually incredibly easy. It just requires a lot of work. It's not hard. Yes, Cairo, I do really hope the second half does keep up the level of the first one, because the first half is like not like it makes you wonder. There's no point in watching seasons 1 and 2, and it makes you wonder why they did that. Again, this is a spoiler safe zone. All we're going to say is so far it is awesome. I haven't really seen a bad word. A few criticisms and niggles here and there, but no bad words against it. But no, homemade bread's fun. What did I make? I made red onion bread, but I kind of wish I hadn't done that because the red onion didn't really come through. I do like bread. But pasta was the one thing that shocked me. So I bought a pasta machine, and just rolling all through was incredibly easy. And making pasta was not hard at all. And one thing I like is the ratios are easy. You take your 100 grams of flour and your egg, or you do your 200 grams of flour and 2 eggs. It's that easy. That's the ratio. That's something you can remember. You don't have to pull out a cookbook. You just measure it out and mix it. Bash it to pieces, roll it out, cut it up, chuck it in the pan. Brilliant. Really easy. It walked off the counter. Oh no. See, yeah, this is exactly it. Season 2 of Picard is not needed to watch Season 3. It actually isn't. Season 1 kind of is, but I'd only really say the last episode. The rest you can kind of ignore. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. And all that jazz. Alright, shall we play some King of the Castle? I am a completionist. If you're a completionist, absolutely, you should watch DS9. Because DS9's awesome. I watched For the Cause. No, it's not the For the Cause. The Dyer's Cast and For the Cause. The two-parter where Garak and Odo go to the Dominion with the Tal Shiar and Obsidian Order fleets and absolutely get themselves destroyed. And that's really good. Especially the confession, like, you blew up your own shop. That got you. Yeah, brilliant Odo and Garak episode. So really good. DS9 is absolutely top tier. I adore it. And Garak's... I was watching the Shuttlepod show with Andrew Robinson, and yeah, that guy's a delight. Maybe kind of go and watch some clips of Dirty Harry, his kind of first big film role, because he was talking about that and how he got it with Clint Eastwood. Yeah, you sort of see the genesis of the Garak character coming out there. You know, it's very Andrew Robinson. And actually, I found out looking through his IMDb, he is an episode of Mrs. Columbo. So I'm excited to see that. Yes, you absolutely yeah. I would say you need to watch DS9 for season 3 of Picard. Not going to say why, but you just do. Which is, yeah, you'd be missing a fair amount of context if you don't. So yeah, but yeah. Okay, enough. Before we end up spoiling season 3 of Picard, let's play some King of the Castle. Otherwise, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble with a lot of people. It's like, how dare you do that to us? How could you? So, if you have not played King of the Castle, we are going to be running a small community together. We're going to be running a kingdom. Watch all of Star Trek. Absolutely do watch all of Star Trek. Yes, we are going to be playing... You guys in chat are going to be my councilman, and I'm going to be the king. I am, of course, the king. And we're going to be continuing our save from last time, where you deposed me, I turned into a werewolf, I married Namer's daughter, and I turned her into a werewolf, and then my spy master killed me. So, yeah, that happened. But, yeah, this is fairly easy for you guys to play. You just literally need to join in chat when the time comes, and then you press numbers to vote on scenarios. So, what we're going to do, we continue game. We are connected. I turned her into werebore. That's right, she ate my thumb. Okay, here's my... Oh, I've got an eye patch! I didn't put that on last time, did I? Right, so... Picard Dynasty. Monarch Carmen, that's right. Who was Carmen's? Carmen's was part of the Grandees, weren't they? So, we have 3 factions, which you will be allocated to. The Grandees and the Patricians and the Barons. So the South, the Coast, and the March. I believe, Namer, you were part of the Patricians, weren't you? So those that have played before, join on in. Everyone just join in. And you can even join in after the fact if you see the start and you go, I want to join in part of this. We're going to be playing the same factions. We're going to be playing the same factions. So we'll carry on with that. I think that'll be fun to do. So let's load this game. So type join. And either he, she, or they, up to you, or you can just press type join to come and join in. So Trekkie is in. You don't have to know, Cranky, just come and join. It will be explained as we go. Oh, Phaser and Namer in the Patricians. And you can join after if you want. If you decide, oh, actually, I like the look of this, you can join in at any time. We need some Grandees and we need some more Barons. So Boot is in the Grandees. Cranky is in the Grandees. Very nice. We need some more Barons. Barons. Join on ye Barons. Evans, we got another Baron. Excellent. I think we did it with this many last time. That was quite fun. So we're playing... I think we're going to be playing the... Oh, that's right. So it's Trekkie for Life 2 because I killed your first one, didn't I? Yeah, sure, Kari, that's no problems. Yes, you get back to your factions as well. Namer's in the Patricians. Well, Phaser, were you in the Patricians last time? You might have been, actually. I murdered you and Jim Bob, that's right. Yeah, I should remember your custom noble. As long as the Twitch link is all okay. If you've bought the game, you can actually customize your character, but again, it's not essential, you don't need to. Okay, we'll start with this. If you guys want to join afterwards, you can just hit join and then you get assigned in later in the game. So we're going to start the next dynasty. I'll go over a few things on the screen here for those that haven't played before. So as you can see here are your 3 factions, and these are what they are good at. So you can see here the Barons, you have 6 in trade, the Grandees have 8, Patricians have 7. So there's trade, farming, military, faith, defiance. Ooh, Defiance with the Barons has started up. So if Defiance gets up to a certain point, you can rebel, and that unlocks some different options. Here's my treasury, here's my authority. If the stability I think if the stability goes to 0, we end up, I die. I don't know what your aim is. You have different goals. You will have, different goals as it go through. Patricians are in bad shape. Yeah, you've kind of got 2 military. You need to up your military. But then it might be your goal to... If any of the 3 goes down to 0, is game over. Yeah. Oh, right. Okay, any of the 3. I see. So, yeah, some of your goals might be you need your military to 0, or you need your trade up to higher than everyone else. So that'll be your kind of goal, depending on your voting or things that happen. And I can veto votes. But let's go and have a coronation, shall we? Let's have a coronation. Meet the new boss. This is the Chancellor. Your Majesty, you may have won the throne from King Idle, but you must still answer to the council. And this is Monarch Carmen. I'm Carmen now. I think formerly... Was it the... No, it was the Grandees, wasn't it, that I got Carmen came from? Because it was the... Yes, King of Kings. As is tradition, they will decide what happens at your coronation. What? But it's my coronation. I've just decided that's the voice. This isn't an absolute monarchy, Your Majesty. Everything has to be run past a council vote. That's you guys. Even this. Shall we call the nobles in? Okay. Here's your voting time. Don't start voting yet. So, what kind of coronation should be held for the new monarch? Hold a lavish ceremony in the south. Proceed with a religious ceremony that honours the ninth god. Throw the monarch into the river. The troops shall bear the monarch through the streets atop a shield. So, bear in mind, each one you vote for changes what you are. And let's have a look. Cranky, you are in the yellows. You are the grandees. So, Evans and Trekkie, you are the barons. Boota and Cranky, you are the grandees. Phaser and Namer, you are the patricians. And anyone else watching, if you still want to join, you can just hit !join. You can still join it this time. So I can choose a preferred voting option. I'm not at the moment, but as I say, each vote. So if you vote for A, increases defiance. Lowers treasury, increase faith, depending on who wins. That is. That one increases faith. Monarch on the river increases stability, but lowers authority. And monarch through the streets, military up, but authority down. So let's start the vote. It says 30 seconds. You can keep it going. So, guys, vote in the chat A, B, C, or D. Be interesting to see who votes for what. Oh, neighbour. Oh, neighbour. Oh, but authority goes down. Oh. Yes. That's it. I do believe the ninth god is something you should be thinking about. Definitely. Will it increase your faith? Your faith is pretty good at the moment, so let's have a look. Cranky. A lavish ceremony in the south. Ooh, that will drain their resources quite a bit. Okay, I believe that's everyone voted now. Okay, oh, it's going to be 50-50. Oh, I see the march aren't making friends with me. Voting tied at 2. So break the tie. Well, you're not throwing me to the river. I think I'm going to be borne across through the streets atop my shield. Haha! I do like this. Soldiers from across the kingdom take part in the parade. Soldiers from across the kingdom take part in the parade. They're even outfitted in impressive new equipment for the occasion. So military, the coast, your military is now up. The march, your military is now terrifying. Oh my god, don't want you guys to rebel. And south, your military is strong. So this has been win-win for everyone, pretty much. As you climb up onto the shield and hold your sword aloft, you realise this is not going to be easy. Your arm quickly starts to hurt. Your soldiers stagger and groan under your weight. Sure enough, one of your shield bearers trips on a loose cobblestone and drops you face first into a puddle in full view of half the city. At least the only thing that hurts your pride. So authority is down. It's dubious authority over the kingdom. Hoi hoi hoi. Right, gosh. Right, what have we got? So let's do council introduction. Okay. Cranky. The ninth has smiled upon us, and our plans have come to fruition. Verily, there is much to celebrate. So actually, if you remember from last time, this is in fact a grandee doppelganger of the previous monarch. So the grandees essentially won the last game. Now remember your duty. You must ensure that the grandees' interests are enforced throughout the kingdom. There we go. Nines bless the south. What if I govern for the good of... What if I govern for the good of the whole kingdom? Or, I'm the monarch now. You can't push me around. I'm merely reminding you of your duty. The ninth shall punish you if you turn against us. Now, introduce yourself to the rest of the council, but don't forget what I told you to say. Can I introduce myself to the patricians of the coast? A pleasure, your serene highness. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your name. Let's name it. Is that actually your avatar as well? It's very, very nice. Is this you? This is like the closest representation that I have to what you look like. I'm going to introduce myself to the barons of the march. Hail and well met, my liege. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape. And with that, the introductions are done. And that's exactly how I sound. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices. Meanwhile, what do you think? Will they be a good little monarch and do as they're told? Too early to tell, but I have a bad feeling we should have a backup plan just in case. Yes, I do keep changing voices, because I can never remember what I'm doing. Okay. The path to victory. See, that's the lady that stabbed me the last time, so I do not trust her. Your Majesty, the history books do not look kindly upon usurpers, unless, of course, they prove themselves worthy of the throne they have stolen. When you die, how will you hope your kingdom will remember you? Do I want to go for military? Stability? The greatest monarch who ever lived? A parent of the nation? Architect of the golden age? Or a saint? I think... Should we poll this one? I don't know, this is kind of my decision. Alright. Let's do a poll, because I can do polls. I know how to do poll. Good, right, hang on. Good of the kingdom. Kingdom. Let's do military, stability, authority, farming, and trade. I can't put another vote in, but I'm going to allow additional votes for 2 hair flips. And the vote will last for 2 minutes. Go. Poll is up, poll is up. We chose faith last time, so I'm going to keep that one out of the poll. You can still choose whatever you want. Yeah. Oh, military. See, military would satisfy quite a lot of you, except the patricians. Oh, farming could be a very agricultural culture. How is farming doing? See, the barons are down on farming. Oh, farming might just have it. You can do additional votes for hair flips if you want. Oh, trade's going up. Oh, it's a tie with farming and trade. Pick something hard. We're all helping him. Yeah, you want to help me. I want to see our kingdom prosper. Authority not looking good. No, authority will come back. We'll do it. Trade. Ooh. Oh, so many are voting. You should join us. Yes. There might be voting with hair flips because I've enabled that, which you can do as well, Namer. Oh, someone's really spinning their hair flips. Look at this. It's a battle between farming and trade. Oh, it's rocketing up. This is amusing me. Oh, I think trade might be pulling this unless we can get some last-minute hair flips. I'll be intrigued to see who's contributing a lot here. Who wants trade? What are we doing for trade? Interesting. I see everyone's quite good at trade. King doesn't have to do anything. Yeah, just the perfect situation for me. 100 votes for trade. Anyone watching, if you want to join us in this, hit ! join. 126. Someone spammed this. Vote is nearly over. Well, I think this is the most contentious vote we've ever had. Oh, farming's catching up. No, it's equal. Oh, farming just cinches it with 1 vote at the end there. Wow. It is farming. Wow. Who voted? Trekkie for Life contributed 228 channel points. Fantastic. So, farming it is. A parent of the nation. Interesting. Are you concerned for the welfare of the commoners, or are you just hoping for a favourable passage in the history books? I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall farming as much as possible. Once you have an heir... Oh yeah, I need to make a baby. I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, your majesty. Excuse me, I'm just going to mute myself because I have to... There we go. Okay, so we need to end the season. And we'll see what your goals are going to be. Zacco? Who's Zacco? Who joined as Zacco? We may have thought that Carmen was the rightful monarch, but we were wrong. The 9th god has shown me in a dream. I am destined to wear the crown. Zacco? Fucking Zacco. Okay. So, Grandees, you need to vote. A, B, or C. Grandees only. So that is Boota and Cranky. You get to vote where you're going to go for subterfuge, intimidation, or fervor. You could raise your own farming. It's pretty low. You could raise other people's defiance. Interesting. Or lower stability. I believe lower stability is how you won last time. Boota and Cranky. Where are you? You've got to do the voting. Okay, Boota's in. Cranky, you got your chance to vote. Cranky has died on his way to his home planet. There he is. Okay, we're going to raise own farming. That's your goal, is it? Okay. Nice. The grandee claimant Zacco has been chosen by the 9th god to be the next king. He has promised a first miracle, food for all. Well, just following on from what I said, really. To advance their scheme, the grandees must raise their farming to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Well, you're already there, so just make sure it doesn't drop. Okay. Let's see who's next. Narilla. Fellow No, hang on. What was the patrician's voice? I forget now. Fellow... Oh, they were rough and ready, weren't they? They were, fellow patricians of the coast, my men to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Monarch Carmen. Something must be done. So, patricians, please vote for your goal. Phaser and Namer, please vote. Are you going to go for a doppelganger, similar to the last one, monopoly, or corruption? Oh, corruption. You want to lower authority. Ho, ho, ho. Phaser. What are you going to go for? You'll get that. Okay. Corruption. You're going to go for corruption. Again, if anyone wants to join, you can still join. Exclamation mark join, and you can be one of my nobles. So you want to lower authority. Interesting. The patricians plan to turn the throne into a commodity that can be bought and sold at will. First, they must ensure that the rule of law is crumbling. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower authority, that's this one here, to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Last but not least, Ermine. When have the barons of the march backed down from a fight? Never! I know you'll do what it takes to put me, your rightful monarch, on the throne. So, barons, Evans, Trekkie, modernisation, lower others' military, propaganda, lower stability, gunpowder, lower authority. See, you could ally yourselves with the patricians if you wanted to go gunpowder. But you're going to go for modernisation and try and subterfuge everyone else's military. Evans, it's up to you. Either make it a tie or go with the flow. You can still vote. There we go. Okay, you're going to lower other people's military. That's interesting. Okay. The barons plan to modernise the kingdom's army in such a way that it's totally under their control. First, they must prove a military is in need of reform. To advance their scheme, the barons must lower the other region's military to a combined total of 10 or less in 4 seasons. So both the other people's military to 10 or less. At the moment, it is at 9, so you're already halfway there. You're already there. You've just got to keep it there. Okay, so here we are. So this is what the goals so far. Everyone is at their first stage. And I currently have no heir. So if I have no heir and your schemes come to fruition, you don't take the throne. So we have a choice. What have we got? Let's go for an invitation in the march. Let's see what happens here. Okay. Your Majesty, it's our honour to invite you to the Lord's Hunt next year. The hunt will be taking place in late spring, so keep your schedule clear. What is the Lord's Hunt? Only the most important event in the March's social calendar. All the barons embark on a marvellous 2-week hunting trip. To refuse our invitation would be a dishonour, Your Majesty. Come along, bring your whole retinue. You might bag a big one. Do you know what? I love a good hunt. Let's do a good hunt. I look forward to it. Of course, why wouldn't you? Might improve your farming. I'm going to turn into a werebore again. At the first chance I can. Okay, that was a fairly easy one. So we did that. Let's do the honour guard and then we'll go back to the march. The marshal. As is tradition, each region offers a selection of elite guards. The patricians with the champion gladiators from Arena, the grandees with the fierce battle nuns from the Sisterhood of Steel, and the barons offer a squad of battle-hardened veteran soldiers. Last time I went for the battle nuns, and they were quite good. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be loyal to coin above all. Well, we're quite broke, so I'm not going to go for the mercenaries. I went for the battle nuns last time, so I kind of think in the coastal gladiators, because they sound cool as fuck. So let's do coastal guardians. Oh, not since you were murdered. Okay, yeah, good point. A gang of lowborn crooks have turned themselves into celebrities through their skill at chopping other people to bits. They're vain and selfish. Their skill in battle is undeniable. Can you trust them? I have made my decision. I await your verdict with bated breath, Your Majesty. The coastal gladiators, please. God... Cranky. Gods above, Your Holiness, how could you choose them? So, the march are now insolent. The defiance... I've lowered the defiance of the patricians. I've raised the defiance of the march. Dear oh dear. I will make the arrangements at once. The gladiators arrive a few weeks later. The men are bare-chested and the women underdressed, eager to show off their bodies as much as their weaponry. They gather behind your throne and begin oiling themselves up. I'm liking these guys. You're upsetting the ones who don't want to rebel. You should have rebelled last time. Maybe you will this time. Okay, last one. A theft! A theft! Trekkie for life. My liege, this is an outrage! I demand justice! Last week, Lord Patrician Phaser, Suncoast, shook my hand as a supposed show of reconciliation and stole my family's lucky ring and the We had this one last time. Depths below. Nonsense. Rummage through your drawers and I'm sure you'll find the thing. Your Highness, a feud has stood between our families for centuries. Phaser's ancestors left my ancestor penniless after a cutthroat dice game. Please, being a bad gambler is hardly a grievance. I think it's more Cockney. I'm trying to go for Cockney, that one. Enough! An old Phaser stole my priceless ring. It brings the match great luck and bounty. And my dear niece is to wear it when she's married. Okay. Voting time! Do we send the Chancellor to the coast immediately, arrest Lord Patrician Phaser immediately, or leave the squabbling nobles to deal with the situation themselves? I'm going to say my monarch's choice, because my choice... we should send the Chancellor in, because we did that one last time. So if you pick the monarch's choice, you get a little bit of cash. And you do have cash to buy some stuff. So vote is up. Go, vote. I don't know what the stream delay is like tonight. I think it's pretty low. Should be pretty low. I'm going to open another beer. Oh, shit. It's spilling over. Okay. Oh, Namer going for the squabbling. Going for the leaving the squabbling. That lowers your farming. Don't you want to get farming up? No, what do you want to do, actually? Oh, no, you want to lower authority. Lower stability. Keep that farming up. There you go. Now you're getting into a booter. Yeah. We are waiting. Oh, Evans is there. We are just waiting for Phaser. And he is the man who's been accused. Oh, we're going to send the Chancellor. Not trying to prove your guilt, are we? Voting has closed. Give me some cash. There we go. Trekkie for Life 2 thanks you profusely, but the patricians are furious at the accusation as being taken seriously. So, defiance down for the barons. Good. Defiance up for the patricians. Uh-oh. You order the Chancellor to search Phaser's home for the special ring. Oh, goodness me. I do enjoy tales about such mysteries. I shall do my best. Okay, this ends the season. Let's see how we were getting on. Right, it is auction time. We want lower farming. So you guys can bid on whichever these things you want in the kingdom. Different items have... different buildings, sorry, have different effects. And you can put as much or little as your money as you want, which is on the side here, which you can't see because chat's there. But you... Phaser's got 2,600. Namer's got bugger all cash. Can I mute Ava? Evans, you got 1,000. Trekkie for Life, you got 750. Cranky and Booter both got 1,000. So put as much or as little money into bidding on the buildings you want. And the first and the second top bidded buildings get funded. And you can fund with fund XY. So you go !fund number. So for example, A, and then how much money you want to put in. So if they don't get built, do we still lose the cash? I don't think so, but I'm going to start it now. Oh, you do lose it. Okay. Shows how much I know. I have to say, this coffee brew doesn't really taste a lot like coffee. You know, FaZe is funding 600 for the theatre. The theatre. I thought I could look theatre. Lowers authority. He's onto it. Yep. Anyone else want to bid? Lots to go for. I'd recommend a nice aqueduct. Increases farming. We all like farming. We want more food. An aqueduct would do that. And if you bid more than 600... Actually, if you bid more than 200... If you bid 300 for... Sorry, hang on. Let me work this out. If you bid 900 for something... if you build 900 for something that isn't the theatre, the theatre won't get built. But we'll see. So he's gone for a stadium. Oh, lowers military. That's... I see Cranky's getting it. There it is. Time's up. I don't think you can... Can you still bid? I think you can still... Oh, no. No, too late. That one is on a strict timer, apparently. Okay, so... Oh, dear. Military is going down. Authority is going down. Right, there we go. No, you've seen how that works. There will be another building round coming in. Right. Finding a spouse, the ring, something the ring I can't see because it's... Oh, we can zoom in, look. Searching for the ring and finding a spouse. I need to find a spouse. I need me a woman. Your Majesty, it is important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men? Women? You don't mind. Any is fine. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out... Well, I'm probably going to go for a woman because we need it. I don't know if you can make a baby with a man in this. I imagine for gender equality you probably can, but I'd like to make an heir, so... I'll send out messages to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Sorry, Namer, I'm actually not going to marry your candidate this time because we did last time, so we'll see. I forgot what they were like. Oh, yeah. It's an easy enough decision. You'll marry them to the Grandees as we agreed before you took the throne. Right? Right? Okay, so we'll come up to that. Let's carry on the ring storyline. Coffee. Let's carry on the ring. Let's see what happened. Charles, Your Majesty, I've found Baron Trekkie for Life 2's ring, but the situation is delicate. Lord Patrician Phase's niece has it, because Trekkie for Life 2's niece used it to propose to her. It's Romeo and Juliet. Well, it's Juliet and Juliet. My guardian Phaser doesn't understand true love. My dear Juliet and I are meant to be... I'm meant to be together. Feud or no? All I want is a quiet life, a little garden, a flock of geese, 20 acres of land or so. A flock of fucking geese. No one knows about this romance yet, but tensions are high. Both patricians are using the feud to fuel a full-on rivalry between the barons and patricians. Perhaps I'm soft-hearted, but I can't have feeling for this young couple. Is there a way we could resolve this peacefully? Oh, we could publicly bless it, provide a dowry, which I can't do because I don't have enough money, publicly forbid the marriage. Oh, that raises my authority, but lowers my stability. I'll quietly advise the couple to break it off. This just increased stability, though. Authority is getting pretty low. What is it you want to do, patricians? You want to get authority to 0, don't you? You want to proper fuck me over. Do I want to... I feel like I should... I feel like stability's okay. Oh, just below 5. Oh, okay, so you're fine there. So, okay, I'm gonna bless them. I'm gonna say, no, this is fine. Love is love. Let's love things. Let's get it, because this gets a little bit extra up. Gets defiance up, but hey, I can stomach a little defiance around that way. Oh, cheers, Your Highness. So yes, defiance up. Oh, you're aggrieved. The March are aggrieved. You formally bless the upcoming marriage of Juliet and Tanakil. So yeah, you guys need to, just bring it together. Bring the love together. Both barons and patricians are outraged, claiming that you've disrespected their centuries-long feudal tradition. Don't think you can rebel just yet. As the wedding preparations begin, the story of the love-struck couple catches the imagination of the Marcher peasants who work together to make a huge cornucopia as a wedding gift. What a nice time. What nice. What lovely. Excuse me. Apologies. Blood money. What's going on? Oh dear. What are you talking about? Nothing is wrong. Absolutely nothing is wrong in the case. Really? Because you look like you've swallowed a wasp? Oh, wealth up. Things must have changed. This calls for celebrity girls. I'm like, no, you're looking at me like you swallowed a wasp. There is definitely not an old witch who lives at the border of my lands, and I definitely haven't been having money troubles. Most importantly, she didn't offer me a fortune in exchange for just a drop of my blood. An offer which I absolutely didn't accept. Oh, you got some more cash. Look at that. Great stuff. Where's my wine? I'm confused. Ever since I didn't accept the witch's bargain, I haven't found myself obeying her every command. I definitely still rule over my estate, not her. Furthermore, she didn't forbid me from telling you any of this, and I'm not using negative statements to bypass her magic. Okay. I'm glad that's cleared up. You just ignore it. Oh, well, thank God for that. Wonderful. Oh, let's hang on. I think I'm starting to mean you mean the opposite of what you say. No, Your Serene Highness. That's not the case. Is it? I guess I was wrong. Okay, let's get the fort position, the court position. After a week confined to a cold iron box with nothing to eat but salt, the magic stops affecting noble patrician no-name namer so strongly. How's that salt namer? They're even able to talk about their ordeal directly. He just enjoyed the story. I always tolerated that bloody witch. She'd sell medicine to the peasants and help them find lost sheep. I never suspected she was capable of something like this. Why am I the court idiot? We need to call a vote. Send a regiment to take back my stolen lands. Shall we help? Shall we rally the cause for the patricians? So take back Namer's land to burn the witch. Take back Namer's land, but let the witch go free, or let Namer suffer the consequences of their bargain. Ooh, basically 30 plus military for Namer there. Or anyone, actually. I'm not sure. Is that Namer? Is that anyone, or is it there? I'm roasted. Or he loses money, faith, farming, or increases defiance. So let's start the vote. Begin the vote, please. That's just you. So this happens to Namer. So those people, so patricians, if you wanted to let them, you'd lose your military. Someone had an objective for losing military, wasn't it? It was the barons who want everyone's military to be down. Yeah. Okay, so it's looking 2 for 2. We're waiting for vote. Who's still got a vote? Booter. And Evans. Booter and Evans. Oh, Evans. Just Evans now, I think. Yeah. Evans, you got to either swing it for a tie. Oh! Let Namer suffer the consequences. Defiance is going up. I think the patricians are about to rebel. Uh-oh. Up to 8. You mean I have to live with that old peasant woman lording it over me? No, I'm taking my lands back. They're enraged. I could arrest him, or I could let them go. Even more defiance? Or I can randomise your military. You know what? I'm benevolent. This wasn't my decision. You go sort it out. I just want to know where the wine is. Yeah, there we go. Defiance down a little bit. When the coastal troops arrive on the noble patrician Namer's estate, the land itself fights back. The soil opens up beneath them. Trees swipe at their horses. Oops, replay. But they fight their way through with minimal losses. The witch tries to escape, but she's caught by sentries posted around the perimeter. That evening, the witch is burned in the town square as the peasants watch in silence. Noble patrician no-name Namer is pathetically grateful for the return of their ancestral home, and they're now dutiful. Okay. And that is faith. So faith is now dutifulness. But the fields are never again as bountiful as they were under the witch's reign, so farming's down. Oh dear. Right, end of the season. Let's see what happens. Oh, I can take a small tax. Who should I fuck over? Who's got the most money? So patricians are looking pretty wealthy, but I think the barons. Who's got the most defiant? I might. I'm going to defund their military. I'm actually thinking of taxing the grandees because they've got the least defiance, and that suits me nicely. Baron's new hotcakes are selling like sliced bread, making 500 wealth. The other nobles gain 200 wealth. Okay. Oh, that's the trade bonus. So if I... Right, hang on. So if I tax the barons, I get more, making 500 wealth? Is that what that means? Tax the heck out of them. Oh, well, okay, if I'm going to get more money and you guys get some... Well, I want a fun building, so I want you guys to have money. So yeah, there we go. Tax the barons. Can't tax the tax man. Right, rebellion report. Defiance is too high in one of other regions. Considering rebellion will stop the region from advancing their scheme, and they can't be taxed or take part in normal services. Go away, John. Right, rebellion status. So, patricians are on the verge of rebellion. Not quite there yet. Oh dear. The patricians may vote to rebel. You may vote to rebel. Anything? No? Oh, he's done it! One's voted to rebel. Anyone else voting to rebel? Phaser, it's up to you. If you want to rebel, I don't know what happens, but let's see what happens. No? Maybe we'll go do the happy couple and then we'll come back. Why not? Your military is so low. There it is. So 2 voted to rebel. I don't know what happens now, but let's do the happy couple. and see what happens. Your Majesty, that couple from the March and the Coast are here to speak to the council. Oh, Your Majesty, you brought us so much joy. I can't believe I finally get to be my dear Tanaquil. Sounds like a night medication. I'm just going to go to bed and take some Tanaquil. Helps me sleep. Oh, but it's not at all good. We wanted to get married and start a farm together. Enjoy some peace and quiet for a change. All we need is each other and a few adorable animals, and the wedding will be tiny, 300-400 people at most. That's very considerate. Of course, Trekkie for Life and Faze have refused to give us anything. Please, my liege, help us just once more. Oh, it's a vote. It's a vote. Trekkie for Life 2 should give the couple some Marcher land. Phaser should give the couple some land from the coast. The couple should forge their own path in the south. This farm idea is silly. They're on their own. So there's a few things here. Let's start the vote and then we can see what the actual bonuses are here. So what we got here, you guys will get interest. So there's more trade on the table here, some more farming going, some less money, but a bit more defiance. So defiance is going up unless you get the last one, in which case defiance is going down. There is no military options by the looks of it, but voting is open. A, B, C. Talk about 1, 2, 3. No one's voting. Oh, there we go. Boot is in. No one voting. Is this open rebellion? There we go. Our name is in. Farm idea is silly. Anyone else want to vote for this one? So we're waiting for Evans, Trekkie, and Cranky. Anyone watching, you can still join the game if you want to join one of these wonderful houses. And, guys, fix your spelling, please. And to exclamation mark join. And if you want to choose your pronoun, you can. You can come and join one of these wonderful houses and get involved in the vote. Vote 8. There we go. There we go. Okay, it is all... Oh, hang on. No, we're still waiting for Evans. Actually, Evans can't really swing this, can he? Okay, we'll carry on. Voting is closed. Silly idea. What a silly idea. They're on their own. For once, the barons and the patricians are in agreement. Though the baron's lucky ring is supposed to bring bounty to the land, no one wants their relatives doing actual work. Defiance. Okay, Defiance is down over both sides. Nice. Ooh, stability went up. Oh no, went down. Shit. As word spreads about the council's decision, the people grumble. How could a monarch hate love so much? I put extra space. Never mind. In the end, Tanaquil and Juliet steal away on a ship with a bag full of pilfered jewellery. They're never seen again. So Baron and Phaser's wealth is down. Okay. Eligible options. I want to see my eligible options. I want to see my womanly options. I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young candidate from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be securing a powerful alliance. Yeah, I know. The council leads you to the Great Hall, where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. And yeah, we went through this time. You don't meet them. You whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. From the post we have Clementine, the wealthy heiress to Lord Patrician Phaser's estate. I mean, just look at her. She's gorgeous, and apparently she's got a silver tongue, too. She's also an obsessive collector of rare books. She'll splash out thousands for the right edition. The common folk hate her for some reason, but who gives a shit what they think? Okay. Could be worse, could be better. A silver tongue is someone that can speak very fluently, unlike me. And from the south, Catado, the eldest son of Buta Suncoast's lineage. He's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun, but there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? Yeah. He's an obsessive gambler. Not feeling this guy. A pastime frowned upon in the south. It's been the cause of some scandal. The most common criticism of him is sometimes skips church. I'm not as keen on him. And finally we have the Marcher's offering. Samuel, scion of the prestigious Evans of Wales bloodline. A typical baron, really. Loud and brash and self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. He had a meaningful encounter with a wizard a few years ago. Now he spends most of his time brewing strange potions. He was high up in the army training the troops, but was dishonourably discharged for some reason. Okay, I'm thinking of going for the book collector. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. I said I wasn't going to go for the coast. I kind of think I'm going to go for Clementine, because a book collector that everyone thinks is Dick kind of appeals to the story to me. I'm going to go for... I have made my decision. I'm going to go for Clementine. Also, I want to lower the patricians' defiance. Excellent. I will make the arrangements. He's gonna get older as this goes on. Start talking like Picard. Right, what we got last? A brand new harvester to vote to rebel. I want to see what the outcome of the rebellion is. Okay. Your esteemed highnesses, the scholars and great thinkers of the South have invented a new farming implement. I can't even say that. Some kind of horse-drawn machine that automatically reaps and threshes grain. They call it a wheat eater, and it's revolution agriculture. Hey, farming's up. Look at that. Wonderful. It would be of a great use to us at the coast. Our farms are struggling to keep up with demand, you know. We'll not share the designs of the likes of you, coastal leech. Our people have worked hard on that machine. We deserve to reap its rewards, not you. Okay. Ooh, right. So, force the grandees to distribute the designs. Hey, free market. Compensate the grandees for the invention and share it with the other regions. Oh, a little bit of cash for you there. Leave the machines in the south only, or halt the production of these machines. They're an affront to honest farmers everywhere. Let's have a look. So, we're looking at treasuries going down. I like my voice. Defiance farming will be up. I can't pick a vote for this because there's a lot of defiance going around. Not enough stability or authority. Oh, division in the coast town there. Okay, keep voting, guys. I'll give you plenty of time. Okay, just waiting for Trekkie now. Or Trekkie, you need to break the vote. You need to break the tie here. Or add to it. Will Defiance go up? Farming down. What's everyone's farming at? Ooh, March is not going to make it a three-way tie here. Waiting on you, Trekkie. And if anyone else wants to join, exclamation mark join. Come join the vote. May look confusing, but it is fun. Alright, I'm going to give me a little bit longer. And I'm going to move it on. Because I think you're being told off by your teacher right now. What you doing on the fucking internet right now watching those twats? Get back to your maths. Alright. 2-way. Voting tied. I get to choose, I think. Right, so... Treasury down by 800. Eek. That's a lot. I don't think I want to do that. And I don't really want to add to your personal wealth. So I think I'm going to go with this one. Farming down. Front to Mr. Oh, this newfangled technology. Ridiculous. So there we go. You can't be serious. Is this what we get for being forward thinkers? This isn't what we asked for. We wanted the machines. Oh dear. The sudden ban of the new reaping machines reverses the progress made in the south, and then some. Bewildered farmers are confronted by preachers decrying the devilish reaping machines. Oh dear. But faith is up. That's good. We like faith. More faith. End of the season. Let's see what happens with this rebellion. Wallowing in corruption. In a dingy seaside tavern, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. Good news, my friend. The palace officials have been accepting my bribes. They're becoming more and more open to corruption. What are you getting in return? Oh, not much. A better seat in the council chamber. Access to the monarch's room when they're out, that sort of thing. But the important thing is that the monarch staff are getting used to selling their principles to the highest bidders. So what next? Palace staff are one thing, but the true prize would be the loyalty of the Chancellor and the rest of the monarch's inner circle. To do that, we need to demolish their respect for the monarch. If the kingdom is in chaos, they will see the monarch as an incompetent fool and be much more open to our bribes. To advance their scheme, the patrician must lower stability to 4 or less in 3 seasons. You need to go. You did miss a vote. You did indeed. You halted the progress of agriculture. Okay. We can tweak the laws. So let's do some laws. I think this is like the last mechanic in the game. Governing how the council votes. We can't pass more. So we currently got, I've got a veto and preferential. So call for unity. 1 stability of more than 50% of the nobles vote for any one option. I like that. The monarch can mark the preferred option. If chosen, they gain an authority. I think I want the stability option on this one. And you're no longer on track yet. Royal game of 500 treasure if the noble votes for the selected option. If the nobles no, let's go with this one. I'm going to introduce +1 stability. If 50% of the noble, if you vote for, if 50% of you vote for the same option, stability goes up. So rebellion report. Defiance is too high. So on the verge of rebellion. You need to still vote for. Okay, barons can now vote to rebel. I think. Did your defiance go down? Maybe that's why your rebellion didn't go through. But no, barons, you can actually vote to rebel if you want to. Yeah, rebellion didn't go. Let's have a wedding! Okay. Your wedding to Clementine, and naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in Sir Bertrand's cathedral with Clementine at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? I bloody do. Then I pronounce you married in the eyes of the kingdom. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Clementine, laps up the attention, delivering a witty speech with which she flatters you outrageously. Ooh, dear. Defiance is rising. Stability is stale. Nice. Authority is dubious. That's fine. Oh, the coast is getting more insolent and grumbling. Oh, no, this is good. Everything's going down. This is nice. This is good. By the time you find yourself alone with Clementine, it's past midnight and you never felt more tired. Oh, what's her voice going to be? Oh, she'd say, I've got the grumbly stuff for the Lord. So, oh, you dance so very beautifully. It was such a wonderful day, wasn't it? It's got that kind of sultry, husky kind of book lover voice. I agree with her because I want babies. We need to, proactively inhibit the way we get babies. You endure a long conversation in which Clementine seems determined to flatter you relentlessly and agree with everything you say. By night's end, you still don't know who Clementine really is. Her real personality is concealed beneath 100 layers of etiquette. You go your separate bedchambers, still strangers. Yes, Phaser, that is her silver tongue. Oh, you both voted to rebel. Interesting. So what we got? The philanthropist and the Lord's Hunt. Oh, the Lord's Hunt. Let's do that. After several days riding along muddy roads, you've arrived in the march for the Lord's Hunt. What weapon did you bring? Ooh. A crossbow, a spear, or a sword. Feel for a hunt. A crossbow is probably better. And what animals did you bring to help catch your prey? A cat. I definitely think a falcon. A falcon, yes. Your Majesty, pleased you can make it. I see you brought a crossbow. Don't like getting up close and personal, eh? And you brought a falcon. Good for small game, Your Majesty, but I hope you're not hoping to hunt a deer with that thing. These woods are teeming with game, Your Majesty. As the monarch, it's up to you what we hunt. Ooh, what should we hunt? I think should we go for the... Well, this is going to be a vote for chat, guys. What do we go... Oops, what? Hang on a minute. Vote. No, I don't want it. Vote index. Vote for an option presented by its numerical numbers. That's because I'm not doing a vote. I'm doing a poll. There we go. What animal? Idiot. Let's do rabbit, deer, duck, boar, white hart. I think I know what you guys are going to pick. Hair flips are also available. King Idol was a boar. Yes, my predecessor was a boar. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. A Millennium Falcon. Should have gone with a Welsh accent. I can't do a Welsh accent. Can I do a Welsh accent? Here to talk to you. No, I can't do a Welsh accent. Not reliably. Not unless I'm talking about hedgehogs or vacuums. Right, let's see where the vote's going. Oh, Boar is racing up the votes. Oh, a White Hart is taking over. Oh, it's a fight between a White Hart and the Boar. Let's see how this goes. For people watching us on YouTube, there is a poll going on. If you're watching this on the replay, there's an in-game Twitch poll. That Boar is just overtaken in the lead. Got 1 minute left. God, you guys are draining your hair flips. No one wants me to recite any Shatner anymore, do they? I mean, Boar is sensible. The White Hart does sound risky. While you're voting, I'm just going to quickly go to the toilet. Oh my word. 109 for the Boar. About to end. And it's a Boar. We are going to be fighting a Boar. A White Hart is a kind of deer. It's a mythical... I don't know, is it mythical or it's like the king of the deer, isn't it? There we go. Right, so we're doing a Boar. Ah, a Boar. An admirable choice. A fearsome beast, especially when cornered. Evans of Wales lifts a horn and blows producing a sound that's producing a sound that scares the birds from the surrounding trees. Let the Lord's hunt commence. Onward. Sorry, just moved quickly. Everything's coming out of me. There we go. You spur your horse on through the undergrowth, your fingers resting on the trigger of your crossbow. Your falcon soars overhead, hunting Boar with a falcon. Nice. That crossbow should keep you safe from the tusks, your majesty, but the boars can take a bolt and keep on running for miles, and I'm not sure what you expect your poor falcon to do. You ride on, and then, there, a grunting noise from the bushes, and something crashing through the leaves, something big. Ooh. Fire! Your crossbow bolt sails uselessly off into the distance as the boar begins to close in, snorting and squealing. Fortunately, the barons have plenty of time to intervene, driving it away with their spears. When does the baron objective end again? I didn't hear which season. I think it's when you get your objective. So your objective is to lower other people's military. A noble effort, your majesty. Maybe next time. But the rest of the Lord's Hump is similarly botched. You wander around the woods Wander around the woods searching fruitlessly for another boar, finding nothing. The next day it's the same story, and the day after that, oh dear. Several days later, you begin the long ride back to the capital. The Lord's hunt was a wash, but the barons don't resent you for it. That's the fickle nature of any hunt, they tell you. Well, that's what you take. That's what you get bringing a falcon to a boar hunt. Okay, well, you know, you're still going to rebel after all of that. Right, let's have a look at the philanthropist. Your Majesty, we have a problem in the coast, though I'm not sure how much of a problem yet. Of course we have a problem. Have you seen the coast recently? Oh, dear. Yes, the place is a mess, but there's a new wrinkle. What I know is this. The coast is in the middle of a famine. The peasants are starving in their hovels. Yeah, you're pretty low on farming, actually. Even most of the patricians are eating bread and drinking water. But Lord Patrician Phaser is an exception. He's one of the wealthiest nobles in the coast, and he's been importing corn for the Tavelin in huge quantities. He's distributing it among the peasants for free. Okay, so peasants, yeah, maybe they had those farming machines, yeah. Hey, listen, you guys voted. Okay, so yeah, nice to see the nobles doing something good. Pardon me. The common folk now love him as a result. All across the coast, peasants are comparing Lord Patrician Phaser to their monarch. The comparison is unflattering to you. Uh-oh. I don't know if Lord Patrician Phaser intended for this to happen, but the common folk and even some of the soldiers are talking about rising up and putting him on the throne. But that's where I sit! Indeed it is, your highness. What do you suggest I do? Order him to stop distributing food. It's harsh, but it'll nip this in the bud. Or you could use your own funds to mount a relief effort and make his look piddly in comparison. Phaser is Tywin Lannister, yeah. I like that. Of course, you'll need the council approval either way. Oh, I could just let you keep feeding the poor. I could do that. Or I could let everyone have a fair vote in all this. And I feel, Phaser, that is only fair for your continued acts of charity. How dare you? Okay, Phaser. Honourable nobles of the council, I beseech you, let me continue my good work. All I'm doing is feeding the hungry because the monarch was letting them starve. Yeah, I was going to say, oh, the treasury's too low to mount a massive relief effort in the coast. I can't help you. My hands are tied. Okay, call for unity. Okay, I'm going to set this. So if there's 50% of the law, we get an extra bit of stability. So please, guys, vote. Do we allow him? Do we stop him? Ooh, Namer going against his countryman. Not good. Yeah, all of you vote B. Go on. You want to stop him. How dare he give to people? Those poor people. How could he? Oh. Vote is up. Yeah, give some stability for the coast. Oh, it's a 50-50. We're still waiting on Phaser's vote. Can you vote, Phaser? I think you can vote. Go on. I mean, I know what Phaser's going to vote. It's going to be a three-way tie, so I'm going to give you the chance there. Oh. You're not... Oh, right. Okay, you're not going to. Interesting. So you could actually... You abstain. Ooh. So in fact, you're actually going to be ordered to stop. Okay. Interesting. Okay. You order Lord Patrician Phaser to cease all relief efforts immediately. Stability is up. This is outrageous. All I'm trying to do is save lives. But he knows better than to disobey you. The peasants in the coast begin starving once again, and the patrician whispers about your tyranny. Uh-oh. Authority is up. This is good. Stability is down. Farming is barren. Jesus, guy on the coast, come on. Call for unity passed. More than 50%, I think it was. So it was 3-2, I suppose, maybe. But it didn't really make much of a difference. Okay, we're going to end the season. See what happens. The prophesied Ninth Herald has finally manifested on the Celestath, taking the form of a humble noble known as Zacco, who hails from a farming town in the southern hills. Zacco. That's how you say that, isn't it? Zacco. Or so the grandees claim. Zacco is making strides feeding the common folk, but it won't be enough at this rate. You're right. He promised a cornucopia for the people, but so far the harvest has been lacking. If Zacco can't deliver a miracle, we'll have to. The Grandees' aim is to raise their farming to at least 5, so you need to get your farming up. In a distant fortress, amidst the dark, foreboding forest, a small, squat castle stands watch over the marcher border. There, at the end of the kingdom, a plot is hatching. The kingdom's militaries are in shambles. Those pathetic weaklings couldn't fight their way through a field of rabbits. Not entirely inaccurate. I've drafted the reform proposals as planned. The council will be more than happy to follow our lead. Good, but we must ensure that they don't get skittish. The kingdom must be stable for our proposal to work. Grand. A calm before the storm. That works really well for the northern voice. Grand. For the next stage of the Baron scheme, they must raise stability to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Ah, yeah, you want to raise that stability. Okay, so the Barons of the March. You've got 2 knocks on your little scheme thing. The Granny's not doing so well this time. Your farming level needs to go up a bit. You didn't pass your last one. And the Patricians, despite the fact you've got no farm food, you're actually going there. And I still don't have an heir. I need to get my woman there. Defiance is too high, and there's some rebellions will stop the region. Can't be taxed. I'm not quite sure on how rebellions work. I can't start rebellions. Okay, so defiance is too low now. We still haven't had a full-born rebellion. So, famine, a call for apprentices, comet sighting. I feel like we need to address this famine issue. We really need to get you guys some food.
Oh, hello, Your Majesty. I've travelled all the way from the coast to beg you to do something about the price of grain. I can't afford to feed my family. A day of back-breaking work isn't enough to buy a day's worth of bread.
Oh dear, stability is teetering. She's right, the grain price in the coast is beyond all control. Greedy merchants raking profit while the common folks starve. Vote time. Put a cap on the price of grain, subsidised grain, and ensure it's sold for half its worth. The free market will correct itself in due time. What do I want? 60% authority. Stability down, stability down. Definitely the monarch's choice is put a cap on the price of grain. Gotta keep this stuff in control. Vote up. Vote your way up. Good to see you on our side there, Trekkie. Oh, it's going to be split. Let's see who goes. Anyone watching, if you want to join, it's !join. You can be part of the problem. Okay, everyone has voted, and treasury's going down, stability's down, farming's going up. So yeah, I thought you'd go for your farming. Okay.
The coast is in your debt, Your Majesty.
The kingdom's coffers open, and a tide of gold floods into the pockets of coastal merchants. Grain prices plunge, but I've lost a fair amount of money. And the stocks of grain run low. Supplies no longer meet demand. Some peasants can feed their families now, but others are starving worse than ever. Oh dear. Oh, you can start a rebellion. Phaser, if you want to start a rebellion. What are we doing? So a comet sighting or a call for apprentice. Like, when am I going to make a baby here? There we go. Dreadful tidings, Your Holiness. A meddling wizard has set up shop in Sirona. I just want to see what happens with the rebellion. I'm curious. Why is this a problem? She's put out a call for new apprentices, which is a rare event. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for many. Droves of unwashed, glory-seeking peasants from all over the south are lining up for their chance. Not just peasants, I, Evans of Wales, have also decided to apply. The competition will be fierce, but those common folk are no match. I will be the most powerful noble this council has ever seen. You couldn't put your clothes on if it wasn't for your servant's help. We can't let this go ahead. Not only is it heresy, it presents a clear and dangerous conflict of interest. Then we shall assemble the council. Ninth blessed you, Your Majesty. Allow Baron Evans of Wales to become a morals apprentice. Require he forfeits his noble title in order to become an... Oh, we could de-entitle Evans, or forbid Evans of Wales from travelling. I'm gonna not say a call for you. What should I do? +1 stability? Yeah, I think I'm gonna set this law. If it's 50%, please vote on. Some defiance will be changing, or some wealth will be changing. Oh, I definitely would say B. Maybe I should have said B. I don't know. Do you want your defiance to change? Do you want your wealth to change? Oh, I think I'd actually take all of Evan's money if I did. If you do B. Yeah, if you do B, I take all of Evan's money into the treasury. That's good for the kingdom. Right, just go. Okay, I think that's everyone. Oh, he's going to become the apprentice. Oh no. Is this good? By all that is holy, how will he keep up with his noble duties if he's spending all his time in the south with this wizard? What if, Ninth Preservus, he actually passes his apprenticeship? There's never been a wizard on the council before. We'll just cross that bridge when we come to it. You never know, it might liven things up. Let's do that. You have nothing to fear from me, my liege. I'll always have the kingdom's interest in art, even as a wizard. Baron Evans of Wales sets off immediately on his journey to the south. Athmoral's presence in Serona attracts all sorts of visitors, though the power of the latent magic starts to wilt crops for miles around. Trade is now dominant. You've got the best trade. Look at that. Grandy's doing well. I feel like there's not much I'm doing here. There seems to be, you guys seem to be changing things here. Phaser is still not rebelled. Comet sighting. A blood red comet was spotted in the night sky over the march, Your Majesty. The common folk are claiming it's a terrible omen. The common folk are on the verge of panic. Is there anything I can do? I think I went Dispel last time, and I think... No, I did. I said tell him there's nothing to worry about. I'm going to gamble with Faith, because... Oh, mind you, what's your Faith at? Your Faith's at 5. I definitely don't want to lower stability. Tell the church to dispel such baseless superstitions. What happened? Oh, it failed! The priest of the march preached that the comet is actually a good omen due to the new interpretation of an obscure cluster of stars. Unfortunately, the peasants don't believe a word of it. Faith is no reverent. Stability is turbulent. Uh-oh. For a few weeks, the march is gripped by panic. Riots break out in the streets. Soothsayers wander the land foretelling doom. This has worked wonderful. Right, we're entering another season. Phaser, if you want to rebel, now is your chance. Nope. Okay, we carry on. Right, starting an auction for the next thing. So get your funding ready. Have a think about what you want here. I'll give you a couple of minutes here to look over your options, because when the voting ends, it cuts off. So you've definitely... You pretty much tank the stability of the nation if you build a prison. Or we could build a library and we could go up together. I know that's what the March wants. The March wants a library. You really do, because we can bring stability up together. You achieve your goals and I achieve mine. Or observatory, bring faith down, theatre down, authority. Yeah, no much point building a theatre really. An aqueduct for farming. I would say, Grandies, you might want an aqueduct. Cranky, the vote isn't open yet. Right, okay, I am going to be starting the vote now. You have 60 seconds. Okay. Yep. And it's fun. Yes, it is fun. Ooh, what are my headphones doing? A really dodgy lead on my headphones. Should fix that. So, get funding, people. Phaser, luckily, still has all his money. Didn't want to rebel. I want a grandchild. Okay, first funding's gone in for an aqueduct. Oh, there we go. Evans is funded. What have you funded? Oh, gone for a library. Yeah, Evans, that's why you're my favourite. Got you that apprenticeship, didn't I? See? Oh, it's A and E. Oh, who voted for the prison? Who voted for the prison? Who did vote for the prison? Was it? Oh, Phaser. Oh, Phaser's put 2 lots in. Oh, no. Yeah, you guys want stability down, don't you? We need the farming. 2 seconds. I think he's going to miss it. No, he's missed it. Oh, too late. Sorry, Peter. Stream delay. You got to get in there early. So, stability's going down, but stability is going up. So, hey, whatever. Rebellion report. There are no rebellions happening. We're good. Okay, so, bankruptcy looms about your heir. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, we're actually going to get it on this time. Oh, God damn it. Your marriage to Clementine is not what you'd hope. She seldom sleeps in your bed, and over breakfast you exchange only a few frosty words before she departs to the library. The last thing in your mind is procuring an heir. Come on! I swear this game does not want babies to happen. But the needs of the kingdom must prevail. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. But something's still missing. You need to get it on. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard, but the youngest of your many cousins. My wife and I will have a child. I'm pretty sure the bastard child lying around is somewhere. Or should I adopt an heir? I do want an heir. It seems like the wife is not interested. I will make my youngest cousin my heir, because I need to secure that... Yeah, I need to secure that line. Of course, an entirely sensible idea. I will make the arrangements at once. There we go. She isn't, you know, things aren't happening. Uh-oh, bankruptcy looms. Oh dear. Treasurer. Oh, Treasurer is a new character.
The treasury is almost empty, Your Highness.
Where the hell did it all go?
I couldn't possibly say, Your Majesty. Perhaps you have been spending a little too freely. Apart from raising taxes, we have precious few options. You could get a bank loan, or sell off the crown jewels, or perhaps crack open some of your predecessors' tombs. Most were buried with piles of gold, or so I've heard.
I mean, I'm a man. I mean, so far I could do a female voice. I own the Royal Mint, don't I? Make more coins. 10,000 to the treasury. Know how that works out. Buto would be a good one on that. Take a hefty loan. I really don't want to lower authority. Sell off some of the royal jewellery to the wealthier nobles. Oh, I could take some of your cash. Or crack open some tombs, increasing defiance, lowering stability. Don't really want that. I think I can take a crack. Making more coins feels like that's going to impact some other things. I feel like I can just sell off some of this jewellery. You guys want a little bit of bling, don't you? Let's do that. And we'll lose a bit of health, a little bit of wealth, lose a bit of authority. I feel like authority we can lose. You auction off a dozen of necklaces, 5 gold rings, and a partridge in a pear tree, and a jewelled sceptre to the nobles. It is a humiliating affair. Selling off the symbols of power makes you look weak and desperate. I am bankrupting you. Getting your cash. Oh, look at this tiara. Fetching, isn't it? Don't mind if I do. There we go. And you have no money. Ha ha.
Hey, check out this scepter. It's like I'm the monarch.
And you got a little bit less cash? Cool. Cool. We got some cash now. Nice. Den of corruption. Okay.
Your Majesty, I was recently accosted in the halls of the royal palace by Lord Patrician Phaser.
Phaser, this is your game. This really is. Was he trying? No. Did you have to make small talk? Count your lucky stars. I deal with. Count your lucky stars. I have to deal with him all the time.
Your Majesty, I'm pretty sure he offered me a bribe. It was subtle, but the offer was there. If he's bold enough to offer me a bribe, you can be assured the rest of your advisors have also been approached.
Even the Chancellor?
Even the Chancellor.
Even the Marshal?
Even the Marshal.
Not the Treasurer.
Especially the Treasurer. I'm awaiting words from my little birds, but my instinct is that you can trust the Chancellor. The rest of them, I'm not so sure. We need to call a vote and see if we can stop this sort of behaviour from becoming commonplace.
We just need a vote to stop Fraser at all costs. Okay, crackdown on bribery. That raises stability. That's nice. And gets us a bit of cash. Like that one. Send accountants to scrutinise Fraser's books. Delay the scheme for a season. Do nothing. Bribery isn't a necessary evil. A monarch's choice is going to be crackdown on bribery. How long have we been going for? We'll do a little bit more. We'll do a couple more seasons, and then we'll call it. But Evans votes for himself. We can do, Phaser. What are you going to do? Bribery is a necessary evil. Okay, there we are. Voting has closed. As a result of the crackdown, nearly all the nobles of the councils are implicated in some kind of scandal. That means plenty of coin for your treasury, but also plenty of resentment about the new laws. Oh my god, defiance is at 10. What? Treasonous. The march is mutinous. But you guys got a little bit of cash. Phaser is now not the time to rebel. Come on, you do it. I just want to see what happens. Again, if anyone wants to come and join in, now is the time. There it is. I knew he would do it. Right, end the season. Sitting on a bench outside a sun-bleached villa, 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. Oh, I forgot the voice of this. Oh, yeah. Greetings, Lord Patrician. I'd like to introduce you to some of my friends of mine. Oh, the Treasurer.
Good afternoon, noble patricians. A pleasure, as always.
The Marshal.
Hello, is this the place? Oh, smells like fish.
Wow, I take it you found my colleague's arguments most persuasive, then.
Indeed, Lord Patrician Faze has made some excellent points about the monarch's incompetence.
The most persuasive part was a giant bag of gold.
Unfortunately, the Spymaster and the Chancellor still remain beyond our grasp, but with these two in our pocket, we can do great things. We just need to decide our approach.
Ooh, voting, you guys, Phaser and Namer. Do you want to bankrupt the kingdom, buy the throne outright, or bring down the monarch in a bribery scandal and raise others' defiance? Ooh, you want to raise other people's defiance? To be fair, I've not been keeping defiance on a short leash. Oh, there it is. Oh. I think we'll play this until someone's scheme has gone through.
So, after all this, our plan is to make the monarch look like the corrupt one. Yes, after all, isn't their court absolutely rotten with bribes and scandals? Worse than it's been in centuries. Of course it is, and we're to blame. The general public doesn't need to know that part. We just need to ensure the other nobles hate the monarch enough to support our version of events.
For the final stage of their scheme, the patricians must raise other regions' defiance to a combined total of at least 14. Oh, it's at 12 at the moment. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Next up. In the Grand Hall of the Baron Evans of Wales Castle, a number of figures are hunched round the hearth, plotting away. Has the council agreed to hear our military reform proposal yet? No, not yet. The kingdom is too distracted with foolish business. Yes, if we can't help calm things down for a moment, we'll get our chance. The Baron's aim is to raise stability to at least 5. You're still on that? Let's have a look. Okay, taxing time. I can't tax those that are in rebellion, so lucky you. Genuinely how I speak to you. Right, who's got the most fed? I think it's time to tax the grandees. I would tax the patricians, but I can't. And Evans and Trekkie are too broke, so definitely taxing the grandees. Sorry. Actually, did I just increase defiance there? I may have just increased defiance, didn't I? Whoops. Should have taxed the people. Oh no, 2 lots of rebelling. Whoops. Let's go for rebellion. We're coming for you. Rebellion! Rah! Okay. At long last, the patricians have reached their boiling point. You are confronted in your throne room by Lord Phaser, his smile gleaming in the light of the braziers. The patricians in the... No, sorry. The patricians of the coast will bring you down, pretenders of the throne. We will rise up and fight for Norella, the true queen. This is a formal declaration of war. Oh, sorry. This is a formal declaration of war. The next time we see each other will be on the battlefield. I could seize him, lowering stability. Don't want to do that. Or I could lower authority. Jesus. Oh, dear. It's starting to get tricky now, isn't it? Authority or... Oh, it's going to have to be authority because I can't lower stability anymore. There will be many heads on spikes before this war is over. Mine will not be among them. Oh dear. Lord Patrician Phaser strides from your throne room without looking back. Good job I've got an heir. I didn't... Oh yeah, Marshal, you can fuck off. I didn't expect him to move so boldly, Your Majesty. How did things get this bad? The leader of the rebellion is a noble patrician, no-name Namer. As reason for the uprising, they're citing your history of petty transgressions against the patricians. He's not entirely wrong. Is it too late to apologise? It is. Now's the time for swords, not words. What are our chances against the rebels? Pretty good. The patricians aren't exactly a military powerhouse. I hope they don't persuade any other regions to join the rebellion. That would be disastrous. So this is it. Civil war. That's right, Your Majesty. The kingdom is divided. There will be a lot of death and suffering before this is all over. I can't wait. I'll go dig out the trebuchets. It's a shame he's a scummy capital. God, barons, look. Who needs to rebel? Who's already... Trekkie has rebelled. The king. Yeah, king. I'm the fucking king. You can't take me. Okay, we need to do an opening strike. Let's go to the... Look, before they start rebelling, let's have a chat with these guys. What the fuck? What happened to Evans? Hey, Honeybee Fox. How you doing? Come join us. What happened to Evans? Okay, he's an outrage. No, sorry, it's Northern, isn't it? It's an outrage. It's undignified. She can't do this. Gadzooks. Why is there a skeleton in front of me? It's me, Baron Evans of Wales. I was struck by lightning on my first day, on my first day, and every inch of flesh on my body evaporated. The Lady of the Storm gave me a second chance, but now she's cast me out. Evans, you're a skeleton. She says I have no discernible magical acumen, whatever that means. I demand vengeance. Show Athel Moral what it means to insult a member of the Monarch Carmen's Council. It's time for a vote. I'm just going to let you guys vote for this one. I'll open another beer. There's zero chance. Well, B is not going to happen because there's no chance of authority winning. Skeletonization. That's brilliant. Really can't. Well, I should have put a vote for this. Maybe bottom. I'd say D. I mean, I'm leaving this to you guys. You guys can choose whatever. Ah, shit, I just spilled beer everywhere. Oh. Okay, keep voting, keep voting. Waiting for the patricians to vote. Or you actually, that being that petty, you're not voting because you're in open war. Oh no, maybe you can't vote. Because phase of it. You can't vote because you're at war with me. Oh dear, right. In which case, it's an open tie. Voting tied at 2. I think we're going to arrest him for skeletonization. Because that doesn't change anything. So, sorry, Evans. Oh dear, oh dear. You send the Serona City Watch to arrest Athmorel. Predictably, your posse disappears without a trace. Arrest a wizard? You might as well try to bottle the ocean. Uh-oh, authority did go down. Shit. A week later, you find that everyone in Serona has been suddenly and mysteriously killed. No one can prove it was Athmorel, but the charred remains of the villagers lining the streets didn't help her case. Uh-oh. Well, it might be too late, neighbour, because stability is now at 0. Shit. You fool! Why would you anger her like this? All over some measly baron insulted by his own inadequacy. Not long after, Evans of Wales kicks the bucket anyway. Apparently, proximity to Athmorel's magic was the only thing keeping him from falling apart. You do ! Join. And Evans of Wales has died. But Evans of Wales too has joined the council. Yeah, ! Join, Honeybee, Foxy One, join in. But we might be reaching the end soon here, because stability to join. And yes, you have just joined. And you have joined the Grandees. Well, there you go. Wow, okay, right. So now we need to do something about this war. And actually, Evans hasn't actually chosen to rebel. Is Evans still about? I think he might have gone to bed. Do you smell that, my friend? Sorry, I think I stepped in some... That's freedom you can smell. Freedom from the mad tyrant monarch Carmen. At long last we've risen up against their oppression. But if we want to keep our freedom, we must fight for it. I ask you, my fellow patricians, what will be our opening strike against the monarch? Oh, the Grandees can rebel as well. Wow. We can launch a preemptive strike against the barons to cripple their military capabilities. If we suspect the Grandees may join our cause, we can call them to war. They'll be more likely to join us if the monarch's authority is low. We can also call upon the church to condemn the monarch. Or finally, you could send off an assassin to nip this in the bud. Right. Okay, patricians, please vote for your option. Wow, I've never actually got this much defiance before. Oh, you're going to call upon the Grandees. That makes a lot of sense. Phaser, it's up to you. Oh, yeah, there we go. Grandees can join your cause. Nice. Okay. The patricians smuggle a secret message to the Grandees. Oh, and it succeeded. Nice. Honourable Grandees of the South, too long have you suffered under the yoke of the monarch's tyranny. This war is righteous. Do the noble thing and join us. You speak truly. They speak truly. Why did we never think of things this way? The Grandees are emboldened by the call to rebellion. Of course, they can only act on it if their defiance is high enough. Yes, it is indeed. Grandees are rebelling, and it's up to... Oh, man. Evans has gone to bed and he's stopping your rebellion there. I think this is the end of the season. Stability is 0. Uh-oh. I'm going to keep the laws as they are. Oh, there he is. Evans woke up. Evans, you're a skeleton. I killed you. Kingdom's Rebellion. The first side to earn 5 victory points to win. Victory points are earned through events. If the rebels are victorious, the monarch is overthrown. But with stability 0, so all is lost. This may well be the end of the game. Over the last week, the kingdom has fallen apart. Gripped by unrest and infuriated by the civil war tearing the kingdom apart, the common folk have risen against you. You have sheltered in the palace while the mob heaves through your streets, toppling your statues and calling for Narilla to take the throne. You must regain control, your majesty. It's too late. All is lost. Ooh, send for the treasurer. The treasurer cuts her... Oh, yeah, I forgot she betrayed me. The treasurer cut her losses this morning. She's fled, along with a great deal of your gold. I forgot she betrayed me. Fetch me my marshal. The marshal is unavailable. She's trying to contain the riots. The what could be done? Our options are limited. Is she going to stab me again? Somewhere nearby, glass smashes. You become aware of a dull, muted roar like a flood rushing through a valley. What's that? I believe the common citizens have arrived at the palace to meet you in person, your majesty. The roar is 10,000 angry voices, getting louder and louder. Swords clash, along with gurgling screams. Look around for your honour guard. Your half-nude coastal gladiators are already outside, fighting off the mob. Against such numbers, they're not likely to last long. Call for your wife. Queen Consort Clementine fled the palace days ago, like a rat fleeing a sinking sheep. Sheep? Sinking ship. No doubt she is well on her way back to the coast. Chancellor. Just one. Your Chancellor heaves open a nearby window and sticks a leg out. It was an honour, your majesty. I'll see you on the other side. This probably is all my fault. I don't actually think I did anything wrong with them. They leap out into the open air. There's a long shriek followed by a distant... Quick! Are there any hidden exits around here? It's my fault, really, for allowing things to get to this point. She takes a step toward... Yeah, she's going to stab me again. Pulling a curved blade from somewhere within her sleeve. For the good of the kingdom, I'm going to fight back. You know what? The spy master throws her knife with deadly accuracy. As you tumble down the steps with a blade between your ribs, the roar of the mob grows louder and louder. Your last thoughts are of the rebellion. The grandees have won by default again. A shame. You'd hope to have put up more of a fight. Wow. Oh, successor voting is open. So please, guys, 30 seconds to vote. A or B. Who is going to be the successor? Zacco or Narilla? Narilla. Well, it's not default yet. Need to vote. Really, it's up to the march at this point. Okay, Evans and Honeybee. There we go. Well done. So, Zacco, Grandies win a second game. Fucking Zacco. What a weird win. There we go. Having plunged the kingdom into utter chaos, again, Monarch Carmen was assassinated by the Spy Master, whose loyalty was always to the kingdom, not to the monarch. The patricians, led by No-Name Namer, launched a rebellion that accomplished nothing besides plunging the kingdom into chaos. The barons' revolutionary plans for their new model army were quietly shelved, but not forgotten. Those blueprints will come in useful someday. With the kingdom in chaos, Zacco of the Grandee seized the throne. The rioting died down as the common folk waited to see how the new monarch would fare, but they kept their pitchforks sharp. I don't think the king can actually win this game. Monarch Carmen the Useless. 2 years I lasted. Clementine, the successor, was king, so I got a monarch. But I had an heir. What happened to my heir? What happened to my cousin? There we go. Well, there we go. That was round 2 of that exciting game. That was really fun. Hopefully we'll get some more people to join us next time. But Grandees won again. That's the second time they've done that. Absolutely crazy. We'll definitely do another one another time. This is a lot of fun. Hang on, I've got to get my other layout. So let's go over here and let me close the game. There we go. Oh, thank you everyone for joining us. Been great fun. I'm kind of loving this dynamic you guys are having, but I can't actually say that I took a lot of the blame there. I mostly just went on hunts and fucked it up. You guys kind of broke the stability. I think the number... Well, yeah, number of nobles does matter a little bit because I think the more votes there are, the more chaotic it gets. Evans just got turned into a skeleton. Reincarnate to the winners, yeah. Chill and chat was pre-game, yeah. But no, that's good fun. Glad you guys can join us for this. Definitely do this again sometime. Maybe we'll do it a little bit later, some more of the American audience. I need to talk Stars and Auto into doing this because I think they'd get a good laugh out of this. But yeah, we'll do this soon. Thank you very much for joining us. I have talked enough tonight because I've been talking like non-stop for 2 hours. 500 points and polls. And, you know, if you had fun, that's what matters. We are back. Yeah, we're back on Wednesday with Timelines Talks number 88, where we'll be talking all about a possible upcoming mega. Is it a Borg mega? Who knows? Didn't hear that from me. Is it something else? That ends quite abruptly. We'll be talking about WRG a little bit and what's been happening, and maybe chat with you guys about all the other things about Star Trek Timeline. So, and soon after that, what else is on the calendar? Let me have a quick look at the calendar. What have I got coming up? It will be a Boar mega, like most megas, yes. Well, no, you know, I'm not playing, so most megas are going to be skippable for me. Oh, yeah, so Timelines Talks on Wednesday. The following week, we will have Timelines Talks Plays Games, where we'll be playing Klingon Honor Guard for all the good fun that we'll be having with that. And I'm really looking forward to that because I'll get to stab people with batleths and death. It'll be all kind of good fun. And I might do some Star Trek Online soon. So, keep an eye on that. Monday, we have Star Trek coming out. No, do we have Star Trek coming out? I should really look at my own schedule. Problem is, I've phased them. Bring back Klingon Academy. Yeah, one day. Let me just check when the next Star Trek's coming out. I need to go to the subs and give you your next watch along, actually. It is 20th month. Yes, it is the Star Trek for Enterprise Fight or Flight, where we talk about a small slug and Hoshi Sato for an hour. So you don't have it on the event list. No, the Treks I don't have on the event list because they're not live schedules, but they do come out every other Monday. I need to find a better way of promoting that. But they're worth a watch. But yeah, I will tonight. I'll put the watch along up on the sub channel. So if you're a subscriber, go along, link your Discord, and you'll get all the watch alongs for those Star Trek episodes. So cool. But anyway, thank you very much for coming. It's been a wonderful time. You guys have been great. It's been a good butter zone. It's been a good chat along, and we will see you soon. I will see you soon. And it's time for some Kate Columbo, as always. And I'll see you later. Live long and proper. Blah, blah, blah. Live logs and proper. Ta-ra.
It'll be one more case to tell her about. Won't it, Chief Inspector?